Hey everyone, Andy, welcome back to the channel. If you've ever dreamed of harvesting your own fresh, delicious broccoli but thought you didn't have the space, then you're in the right place. Today, I'm going to show you just how easy it is to grow amazing broccoli right on your balcony, patio, or even in a sunny corner of your apartment. Forget needing a huge garden plot. We're diving deep into the world of container gardening. And trust me, by the end of this video, you'll feel confident enough to start your very own mini broccoli farm. It's all about small space, big harvest. Let's get our hands dirty. First things first, let's talk about the home for your broccoli. The container you choose is super important. Broccoli plants have surprisingly deep roots for their size, so you need to give them enough room to stretch out. We're looking for a pot that's at least 12 inches deep, but if you can go for something around 18 inches, that's even better. A 5-gallon bucket is a great, affordable option that gives you both the depth and the width you need. Broccoli hates wet feet, which means its roots sitting in stagnant water. This can lead to root rot and a very unhappy plant. So whether you're using a classic terracotta pot, a plastic one, a fabric grow bag, or even a wooden planter, check for those holes. If there aren't any, you'll need to drill some yourself before you even think about adding soil. Now that we have the perfect home, let's fill it with the good stuff the soil. You can't just scoop up dirt from your backyard. Container plants are completely dependent on the soil you provide, so we need to make it top-notch. The goal is a soil mix that is both nutrient-rich and well-draining. You can buy a high-quality potting mix specifically designed for vegetables, which is a great starting point. But if you really want to give your broccoli a 5-star experience, I highly recommend adding some extra organic matter. Compost is your best friend here. It's packed with nutrients and improves the soil structure. A good rule of thumb is to mix about 1 part compost to 2 parts potting mix. This blend will hold enough moisture to keep your plants happy but also allow excess water to drain away freely. Remember, healthy soil is the foundation for everything. It's what will feed your broccoli and help it grow those big, beautiful heads we're all aiming for. Alright, container and the soil are sorted. It's time for the main event, planting. You have 2 main options here, starting from seeds or using young plants, which are called seedlings or starts. If you're starting from seeds, plant them about half an inch deep. I like to plant 2 or 3 seeds per spot and then thin them out later, keeping only the strongest one. This just increases your chances of successful germination. If you're using seedlings that you bought from a nursery or started indoors, be very gentle when transplanting them. Carefully ease the seedling out of its original container, trying not to disturb the root ball too much. Place it in your prepared pot at the same depth it was growing before. Now, here's a key tip for big broccoli heads: spacing. Even in a container, your broccoli needs its personal space. Give each plant about 12 to 18 inches of room from its neighbors. This might seem like a lot when they're small, but they will fill out, and the proper spacing ensures they get enough sunlight, water, and the air circulation, which helps prevent diseases. Let's talk about the daily care routine, sunlight and the water. Broccoli is a sun worshipper. It needs at least 6 hours of direct sunlight every single day to thrive and produce a good head. So, find the sunniest spot on your balcony or patio and make that your broccoli's permanent home. An east-facing spot that gets morning sun is great, but a south-facing location is the absolute ideal. Now for watering. Consistency is key. The goal is to keep the soil consistently moist, like a wrung-out sponge, but never waterlogged or soggy. Don't let the soil dry out completely between waterings, especially as the plant grows and starts to form a head. The best way to check is to stick your finger about an inch or 2 into the soil. If it feels dry, it's time to water. Water deeply until you see it running out of the drainage holes at the bottom. This ensures the entire root zone gets a good drink. In hot, windy weather, you might even need to water every day. Just like us, plants need to eat to grow big and strong. Broccoli is what we call a heavy feeder, which means it uses up a lot of nutrients from the soil. That's why we need to fertilize it regularly. About 3 to 4 weeks after you've planted your seedlings, or once your seeds have sprouted and you have a few sets of true leaves, it's time for the first meal. I recommend using a balanced, organic liquid fertilizer. Something like a fish emulsion or a liquid kelp fertilizer works wonders. Follow the instructions on the package, but generally, you'll want to feed your broccoli every 3 to 4 weeks throughout its growing season. This regular boost of nutrients will support strong leaf growth and, most importantly, help it form a large, dense central head. While you're out there tending to your plants, take a moment to do a quick health check. Pull off any leaves that are turning yellow or brown. This helps the plant focus its energy on new, healthy growth. Also, keep an eye out for common past life aphids or cabbage worms. If you spot any, you can often just wash them off with a strong spray of water or use an organic insecticidal soap. A little bit of proactive care goes a long way. And now, the moment we've all been waiting for, harvest time. Knowing when to harvest is crucial for getting the best flavor and the texture. You'll want to watch the central head of the broccoli closely. You're looking for it to be firm, tight, and a deep green color. The individual flower buds, or florets, should be small and tightly packed together. If you see any hints of yellow or if the buds start to separate and they look like they're about to bloom into tiny yellow flowers, you've waited a little too long. It's still edible, but the flavor will be a bit stronger and the texture won't be as tender. Once the head is ready, take a clean, sharp knife and chop the main stalk about 5 to 6 inches below the head. Now, here's a pro tip. Don't pull the whole plant out. Leave the plant in the pot. In most cases, it will start to produce smaller side shoots from the leaf axils along the main stem. These are like little bonus broccoli snacks. They won't be as big as the main head, but they are incredibly tender and delicious. You can continue harvesting these side shoots for several more weeks. So you have it. From a tiny seed to a delicious, fresh head of broccoli, all grown in a simple container. Imagine stepping out onto your balcony and cutting your own broccoli for dinner. It doesn't get any fresher than that. You've learned how to pick the right container, create the perfect soil mix, plant and space correctly, provide the ideal sun and water, and when to harvest for the best results. Growing your own food, even in a small space, is so rewarding. I hope this guide has inspired you to give it a try. The taste of homegrown broccoli is truly unbeatable. Thank you so much for watching today. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more easy container gardening tips and tricks. Happy growing, and I'll see you in the next video.